Hello everyone. Today we are going to understand a very famous poem called The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. It's a very simple looking poem, but when we read it carefully, we realize it has a really deep meaning about life. So let's start line by line and I'll explain everything in easy words. The poem begins like this. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. So here, the poet is standing in a forest where the leaves have turned yellow. Maybe because it's autumn season, right? And he sees two roads going in two different directions. Diverged means separated or moved apart, and yellow wood means a forest filled with yellow colored trees and leaves. So literally, he is standing at a point where he has to choose one road, and deeply it shows how in life also we have to choose between two options. Moving ahead, and sorry I could not travel both. Now the poet feels a little sad because he is only one person and he cannot walk on both roads at the same time. Same thing happens in life too, right? We cannot pick two options together. We have to make a choice. Then he says, and be one traveler long I stood. Being just one traveler, he stood there for a long time, thinking, wondering which road should I choose. Just like in life, before making a big decision, we think a lot, right? Now next line is, and looked down one as far as I could. He tried to look as far as he could down one of the roads to see where it might take him, to where it bent in the undergrowth. But you know, that road curved and disappeared into bushes and plants. So literally, he could not see beyond a point. And deeply, it means we cannot see the future clearly when we are making choices. Then took the other, just as fair and having perhaps a better claim. Now, what did the poet do next? He decided to take the other road, which looked just as good as the first one. And he felt maybe this second road had a better reason to be chosen, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Wanted wear means it looked like fewer people had used it, so it was kind of fresh and new. So he thought that he should choose the second road because it was looking grassy and not much walked upon. But then the poet realizes, though, as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. Actually, when he looked carefully, both the roads were almost equally used. We sometimes think two options are very different, but in reality, they are almost the same. Let's move on to the next part. And both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. That morning, both the roads were covered with leaves. No one had walked on them yet. Trodden means walked over. So literally, both the roads were fresh and new. And deeply, all choices in life, in the beginning, seem new and untouched. Then the poet says, oh, I kept the first for another day. He thought, okay, I'll walk on the first road some other day. But then he realizes something important. And he says, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. He knew that one decision would lead to another, and maybe he would never get a chance to come back and try the first road. This happens in life too, right? When we move ahead, it's hard to go back. And now towards the end, the poet says, I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. And finally the poet says, one day, far into the future, he will tell this story with a sigh. Sigh could be a feeling of sadness or maybe satisfaction, we don't know exactly. And he says, he chose the road that fewer people had chosen, and that choice, it changed his life. So the deeper meaning is, in life, Sometimes choosing a different, unique path makes a big difference in who we become. So always believe in yourself and take your decisions wisely, because sometimes one small choice can change your whole life. And that was the beautiful poem The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. A gentle reminder that life is full of options and it's perfectly okay to choose a path that is different from others. Just remember, your journey is your own, so walk it with confidence. So I truly hope this explanation made things simpler and clearer for you. Alright then, I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, stay curious, and as always, keep learning.